Copyright intellectual property warning. Growing up black and ugly, the dark-skinned activist is my intellectual property warning. I have to come on here and say this to growing up black and ugly, the dark 2015, people all over the internet as well as television have been plagiarizing and infringing upon my intellectual property. I do not have any issue with people actually taking this video and re-uploading it to their channel as long as you are honest and as long as you keep it in its original form and cite the work as belonging to Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist and the creator of the first dark-skinned platform called Dark Skin Activism, created in 1998. Thank you and enjoy listening. queenofdarkskin.com. Also, I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and purchase my book. It'll be released soon. It's called Token Dark Girl. I have written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world, including A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark skinned females, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, and also A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. So Token Dark Girl is my newest release, and I encourage you to go to my website, queenofdarkskin.com, and get on the mailing list so that you will be updated when the book is released. Also, I am available for bookings of all kinds. All you have to do is contact me by visiting my website, queenofdarkskin.com, or you can email darkskinisbeautifulcampaign@gmail.com. Thank you. Everybody wants to know, who is Rashida Strober? And what's this dark skin thing she started? Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it Dark Skin Activism and called herself the Dark Skin Activist. Now, since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, built from the ground up the Dark Skin Activist platform into a global brand. Facts about Rashida. Rashida Strober is the originator, creator, architect of the Dark Skin platform. 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark skin activism with a speech about the dark-skinned Sudanese model Alec Weck at St. Petersburg College. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop creative works around only dark skin. In 2006, Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour featuring her one-woman play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2009, Rashida built the first dark skin website. Also in 2009, Rashida brought the first dark skin platform to social media by creating the first channel for dark skin on YouTube and social media. In 2012, Rashida created the first dark skin show that focused only on the issues of dark skin, called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2011, Rashida created the concept, the paradigm of darkism. That's right, darkism, meaning the discrimination of dark-skinned people. And she wrote and published the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Now, the book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida wrote the first motivational book for dark-skinned females called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. The book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida made history by appearing on TV as the first to bring the dark skin platform to the masses, by being the first to bring the bullied for a dark skinned girl narrative to TV when she discussed her play A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge on Bay News 9. In 2014, Rashida brought dark skin counseling online and has since counseled countless people on colorism and darkism. She is the first person in history to do colorism and darkism counseling. In 2014, Rashida introduced the Dark Skin Activist platform to the Tommy Sotomayor Show, which was previously unheard of. Since 2014, Rashida set the colorism debate standards that all others have followed by debating countless men and women on social media in regards to colorism and darkism. YouTube Rashida Strober interviews. In 2015, the dark-skinned activist brand became famous and known to millions because of the Kendrick Lamar beef Rashida had with Kendrick in regards to colorism and darkism. In 2015, people all over the world wrote about the dark-skinned activist Rashida Strober, including The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, making Rashida Strober Donkey of the Day for being the dark-skinned activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism. In 2017, Rashida was an opponent in the first colorism/darkism debate with another woman on Sonetta TV. Rashida Strober is the first artist to focus her work only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first author to write only on dark skin. Rashida Strober has written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober has written more plays on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober is the creator of social commentary on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first actress to initiate performances only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first debater to focus only on darkism and colorism. Rashida Strober is the creator of the paradigm darkism. Rashida Strober is the undisputed queen of dark skin, as evidenced by her stellar record that stems back to 1998, when she built the first dark skin platform called Dark Skin Activism. QueenofDarkskin.com. Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist.
Okay, greetings, y'all. What's up, everybody? Give me 1 second here. I'm clearing out the screen. What's up, everybody? It's the world's first and only dark skin activist. Let me get on Facebook because I gotta talk about this subject tonight right here. I gotta go live on Facebook. Y'all know I normally just go live. I like to invite people to come over to my YouTube channel, but I'm going live on Facebook. It is the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober, the woman that created the first platform in the world for dark skin. Don't get it twisted. We're gonna get this right tonight. And this is why I became the world's first dark skin activist. This is one of the reasons why I became the world's first dark skin activist. You see, I've been the dark skin activist defending Black children in my community for years. One of the things y'all don't know about me, I started the Malcolm X free tutoring program when I was a member of the Uhuru movement. Black children have always been, and not just my children. I'm talking about all Black children. You see what I'm saying tonight? I'm finna talk to y'all tonight. I'm finna talk to y'all about how these fuckers in these schools, how they like to railroad and commit darkism against our children. I ain't having it because I don't play that. I'll come for your job. I'll come for the whole school board. They already know what time it is with me. I don't play. I don't play. And tonight, let me know that when you ain't playing around with these people, they're going to respect it. They're going to respect it. They're going to stop their darkism. They're going to stop their racism. They're going to cut the bullshit. You can't play with them. You cannot play with these folks when it comes down to innocent Black children, innocent dark-skinned Black children who get some of the worst treatment in these schools. Now, I just left my dark-skinned daughters. I just left my dark-skinned daughters school. Okay, we had a rough patch starting because I'm not gonna play with you. You come for my dark-skinned daughter, I'm coming for your job. I'm coming for your job. And that's how you gotta be. A lot of us are too afraid. A lot of us are too afraid because we got a job. I don't care about no job. I don't care about no, you think I'm worried about a job? A little jobby job? I don't care about that. I don't care about nothing but righteousness. I don't care about nothing but dark-skinned children having a fair shot in life. We talking about life chances here. That's what the fuck we talking about. Don't get that shit twisted, y'all. Some of us got it twisted. Don't get it twisted. So tonight, I went to the final meeting for my child. She goes to a fundamental school. I went to the final meeting. As a part of a fundamental school, the parents do have to go to certain meetings. I got a problem with that. But what I got a problem with is when you come for my dark-skinned child, I'm coming for your motherfucking ass. We're not even going to play. And see, here's the thing. Here's what we must understand. This is what the great Malcolm X and the great Dr. Martin Luther King understand. They understood what Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. That's what it is. You cannot play with these darkest out here. I call them darkest. That's my term. And you can find that in my book. Y'all see my book sitting in the back of me. Y'all see them books back there. When I walked out that meeting tonight, and I didn't even know I was going to be in here with the same woman. This is a black woman. I ain't going to say your name. I'm going to share the story. Dark-skinned black woman. And she said, I was walking out because I was ready to get the stuff out of there because I ain't got time to play with you. I come there to get the information. I ain't finna do no chit-chat. I don't play that. If I don't like you or if it ain't genuine, we're not finna sit there and have no conversation. I don't do small talk. You understand what I'm saying? I don't play them games with these folks because you cannot play with them. You cannot play with them, especially when it comes down to dark-skinned children. You cannot play with them. So this dark-skinned young lady, she walked out of there and she had this look on her face. And I had, her daughter started out in the same kindergarten class. They start the darkism in as early as kindergarten. Play with it, but you will not play with me because I don't play. I'm not the one. Her daughter started out in the same class as the classroom that my daughter started out in, with a darkest teacher, okay? At the beginning of the school year, this woman and this particular teacher here, her behavior was so darkest and so horrendous, y'all, that sometimes when these people come with their BS, you got to check them. You have to let them know who runs this. Because, honey, you don't run me. They know what it is. I don't play, y'all. What y'all see on camera here, what y'all see on YouTube, what y'all see on Facebook, this is what you get in person when you piss me off. You do not. And I'm coming for you intellectually. Let's be clear. So, put this into context. This dark-skinned young lady, she walked out of there with a sense of relief on her face. And she told me, she said, this teacher that my daughter started out in her class at the beginning of the year, a kindergarten class. I had my daughter removed from the class. I'm gonna tell y'all that story. But basically, this young lady, she told me, she said, Rashida, she said, what you did, I think that made this woman act nicer. She told me that at the beginning of the year, she was having all these problems, and she got a cute little dark-skinned little girl. She was having all these problems as I was. But I did something about mine. I'm going to tell y'all about that. But she was having all these problems with this lady. And she told me that she let me know, she said she did get nicer. She did started, treating her with more respect. And she basically got nicer. And this young lady told me, because I told her what I had did. And I'm going to tell y'all what I did. This was about, I want to say all the way back in November of 2017, when school had, just started. I had a conversation with the same young lady, and she told me that basically the same thing that was happening to my daughter, my dark-skinned daughter, this same person was pulling on this other, other students. And I already knew that because I know how it works. You understand? I understand how it works. And I'm not afraid to take these motherfuckers on. I'm not afraid to intellectually box you. You're not going to win. You're never going to win because I fight for what is righteous. You understand what I'm saying? So she told me tonight, and that let me know that dark-skin activism, this is one of the reasons why I continue to do the work that I started way back in 1998 as the world's first dark-skin activist, because dark-skin activism encompasses, and y'all, we must understand this, and I talk about this concept in my new book, Token Dark Girl, the life chances of dark-skinned people. The life chances of dark-skinned people is impacted by darkism. And it starts with the educational system. Hell, it starts when you're born into this world. Like Dr. Neely Fuller talks about. He talks about being born into the world prison. Shout out to Dr. Neely Fuller. I love that man because he's right. And what we cannot do, what we must not be afraid to do, and there is some fear. And I understand the fear because y'all got y'all little jobs. You know what I'm saying? You got your bills to pay. But until you willing to lose to win, you ain't gonna win. And that's what it is with me. I'm always willing to lose to win. Because you know what? I'm gonna win the fucking war. Understand me clearly. And I won the war because this same teacher that was coming for these dark-skinned kids with her nasty negative attitude is proof that dark-skinned activism worked. This same young lady that I talked to that was experiencing this bullshit with this lady, she told me tonight when I walked out of that parent-teacher conference or that parent PTA meeting, she told me tonight that this woman changed her attitude. So let me tell y'all, let me go to this. Let me go to the comments real quick here. Let me go to the comments because it pisses me off because I have worked. Let me tell you something. Hey, Brittany, what's up, girl? I have worked around Black children in the school system, and I know what it is. And I ain't never been afraid, worried about a job. That's what's wrong with some of y'all. Y'all worried about a job. Y'all worried about y'all status. You cannot be worried about that when it comes down to the life chances of dark-skinned children. You got to be willing to put yourself on the line to make it better for these kids who cannot fight for themselves. And it pisses me off how some of these folk go around here co-signing the BS. You're not going to be able to bring that to me. You're not gonna, and right now at this particular school, they know what it is. They know what it is with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't come for my dark-skinned daughter because I'm coming for your job. I'm coming for everybody's job. I'm coming for everything. I ain't playing with you. That's what you got to do to make them respect you. And guess what the effect of that is? It's the trickle-down effect. It's the trickle-down effect. Understand me clearly. Where other dark-skinned children and obviously Black children benefit. And that's what is most important. Let me go to the comment section here real quick because I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to break it down to y'all what happened with this darkism that went down at this particular school in kindergarten at the beginning of the year. And this chick, she thought, I'm calling you a chick. I'm calling you a chick. I'm not going to even call you an educator because you're not behaving like an educator. You understand what I'm saying? You're not behaving. If you behave professionally and ethically, then you could get that designation of educator. But I'm not going to address you in a manner that's respectable if you can't treat me in a manner that's respectable. So I'm not going to address you as an educator because you're not. You're not. Shout out to everybody for watching tonight. So let me tell y'all now, let me backtrack. At the beginning of the school year, not at the beginning of the school year, I take that back. It was going more so towards, I would say around the first month of school, which some people would say, you know, that's the beginning of the school year. But let me tell y'all what happened. So again, this school is a fundamental school, and I respect fundamental policy. I respect rules and regulations, but the rules and regulations got to be fair. They can't be meted out based upon darkism. We're not going to play that game. So when I see that's happening, I'm the type of person, and I encourage you, especially if you got a child in school, you have to stand up and fight these people hard intellectually. You cannot play with them. You cannot come with that kiki. A lot of us is coming with the kiki, thinking that the kiki is going to make somebody be your friend. People don't respect the kiki. They don't respect that. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. People do not respect that kiki and all this fake stuff and all this small talk stuff. They don't respect that. What they respect is you taking real concerted action to shut down their darkism. That's what is respected. How do I know that? Because that's exactly what I did. I don't play with these folks. I don't play with these racist white people because some of them are racist. Some of them are racist. You mad? I'm damn mad too. I'm damn mad too. Show lives. So let me tell y'all what happened because I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. Let me tell y'all something. I don't even like to go and interact with these school meetings. I'll be the first to admit it. Say what you want. I don't care. I don't care. This is my thought process. This is my feeling. It is what it is. I don't even like to go and interact with these schools, these public schools, where these people have measures already put in place so that our children will lose before they even, you know what I'm saying, before they even strike out. They got measures put in place. They have tracking. The studies are there. The New York Times did a study proving that dark-skinned Black girls receive harsher punishments than their non-dark-skinned counterparts for the same behaviors. Now that's darkism. You understand what I'm saying? So these people don't play fair. So here's what I'm saying. When they come at you with the puckery, you got to come at them immediately hard. You cannot play with them. You cannot play. You can't, if you playing with a bulldog, the bulldog is going to bite you. They're going to bite you. So you can't play with them. You got to nip it in the bud immediately, people. Immediately. So let me tell y'all what happened. So around November, I had gotten tired of this woman's foolishness. I always document stuff. That's another thing I would encourage you to do. If you're running into a problem with darkism on the job or at a school, start documenting the documents. Shout out to Professor Carr, because he honed in on the concept of the documents when I was an undergraduate student at the University of South Florida, getting my bachelor's in history. Talk about the documents, and I never forgot the documents. So you document everything, because later on you come back and you use that as your ammunition. And you can never be tired. You can't rest. You got to stay up on it and pay attention. A lot of us, we use the excuse of, oh, I got to go to work. I got to do this. No, sometimes you got to slow it down, stop it, slow the train down, and get that shit together. You understand what I'm saying? So this particular situation, the school is a fundamental school, and there are certain things that you have to comply with in order for your children to stay in a fundamental school in the city where I live. Some of those things are they must do their homework and have the homework signed every night. They have a dress code that they have to adhere to. Okay. What I started to notice, in my opinion, and I was right, sometimes you got to go with your gut instinct. I started to notice that this particular teacher, she was not being fair in the way that she was, assessing things. She was giving, and by the way, what they will do is if your child does not do XYZ, then they will give that child an infraction. If the child gets too many infractions, right, then the child could be taken out of the school. You understand? I don't have a problem with the system that's set in place. What I have a problem with is the unfairness. You understand what I'm saying? So I started to notice that this woman was giving, I felt, too many infractions. And at first I sat back and I kind of just, looked at the situation and assessed the situation and just really made sure that my instincts was right on, which I knew in my gut they were, but I just need to have my evidence and my proof. You understand what I'm saying? Before I lay it on them. And so again, she just continued to give infractions for very petty things that did not make sense. And I got to the point where I said, you know what? I understand you have this policy here, but I'm not going to sign it. I'm not going to sign this infraction. How you feel about that? I'm not going to sign it. That's how I started doing, just not signing the infractions. And then I got one infraction. And mind you, what I did eventually is I kept notes, copious notes. I wrote down everything in a formal document, documenting everything. The devil is in the details. That's what you have to do. You have to be very detailed oriented. You cannot not pay attention to the most smallest thing. It could be the biggest thing. So I wrote down every instance of what I felt was an unfair infraction and why. And there was one particular infraction this woman gave. She sent home. And I said, I'm not going to sign this. So what she started to do is snowball the infractions. Because I wouldn't sign one infraction, she said, I'm going to give you an infraction. Just, trying to pull that darkism power move. But she didn't know who fucking with. Because I'm not the one. You can't bully me. You can't scare me. I'm unbothered by anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what color you are. If you coming for me on some fuck shit, I'm going to come for you on some intellectual shit, and your ass better be ready to joust, because I'm not going to play with you. So I went to the principal and I told her, look, I told her straight up, I'm not doing anything. The principal, I could see that she was on her side. Okay. So I told this principal, I said, look, I said to her, oh, here's one of the straw that broke the camel's back. This is what really made me mad with this woman. This school has a procedure set in place where parents are allowed to come and have lunch with their children. And a lot of times, Black parents don't feel comfortable coming into these schools that are predominantly white because, you know, these people, they have hostile airs about them. You can just feel it. You understand what I'm saying? They could play the nice nasty, you know, and I'm not saying every white person is not sincere in their hello, but a lot of them are playing the nice nasty. And I don't like nice nasty people. If you're going to be nasty to me, just don't be nasty straight up. Don't come at me with that fake fronting fraudulent bullshit. I don't have time for it. But anyway, occasionally throughout the school year, I would go and have lunch with Lauren. You understand? Because I want my dark-skinned daughter to understand that she is of utmost importance to me, that she is a dark-skinned queen, that she matters. You know what I'm saying? I want her to understand that through my actions. Actions speak louder than words. So on one of these particular lunch dates that I had with Lauren, you know, the teachers would walk past and they would say hi. They would kind of chat with you. And then, you know, everything was cordial. And I noticed her teacher, this particular woman, call her a woman, you know, she kind of looked like a man, strong face ass. But anyway, I digress. I digress. After Lauren was done having her vegan lunch, her lovely vegan lunch, with her lovely, beautiful, natural sister locks and her beautiful dark skin. After we was done having our vegan lunch, I walked Lauren back to the cafeteria so that she could go meet with her class. I happened to see her teacher. And of course, common sense dictates that you would speak to people, especially somebody's teacher. So I spoke to her. And do you know this bitch? She looked at me like this. Now that's darkism. Because I could almost guarantee you, if I were a white parent with a white child with blue eyes and blonde hair, I would have gotten a hi. How are you today? Oh, hi, honey. Y'all know how they do. Let's keep that 100. But this woman acted very nasty towards me. She had a chip on her shoulder. And here's the problem with that. You don't interact with the parent of a child that you're teaching in that fashion. If this is a fundamental school and you want to have a positive interaction with the child, because you know that there's certain rules in place that state that parents have to come to meetings. That's a requirement. Parents have to have teacher meetings, parent-teacher meetings. We have to interact. So if you're turning up your nose like this and looking this way, when a parent speaks to you, when a Black parent speaks to you, when a dark-skinned Black parent speaks to you, of a dark-skinned Black student, folks, that's darkism. Let's be clear. So that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So what did I do? Immediately, I went into the office. And I told them, I said, look, I want to talk to the principal. The principal was not available. So what I did for about a period of a week, we went back and forth trying to set up a meeting. Eventually, I had the meeting with this woman where we pretty much had it out. And when I say had it out, what I mean, I had it out with you on an intellectual level, because you're not going to be able to win against me intellectually. when there is a clear-cut case of darkism that is taking place. And this woman was so nasty. She was so nasty. She was so nasty in the meeting, thinking that, you know, she could talk to me any kind of way. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, is not the one. It's not. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Don't you ever try me, because you probably watching me. You probably watching me now. You wish you looked this good, huh? You wish you wish you looked this good at 40, huh? You wish. But see, that's that melanin. That's that melanin. So I brought a witness. That's another thing that you do. You never go into these meetings alone. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that over here. You never go into these meetings alone. You take somebody with you. You take somebody with you. You come ready. You come prepared. You come ready to intellectually box. That's what you do. Okay? So when she exhibited her darkism in this meeting that we had, I control things. I got up and politely walked out. You're not running this. I am. So after I want to say about 2 weeks, what I finally decided to do after this woman continued to commit acts of darkism, and, you know, she saw that this was a battle, because you're not going to control me. No one controls me but the creator that gave me life. I will not allow another human being to control my mind, to control my spirit, especially, this is very important, because see, I don't pluck with people just to be plucking with people. I ain't never been no bully. When you come for me or my child, I defend. That's how that goes. And that's how we all should do. So what I decided to do is I started a campaign to get my child out of that class. And I remember distinctly the principal, because I love to prove people wrong. Let me tell you something. I love when people tell me what I can't do. I love when people tell me what I can't do. Y'all, I love it. I love it. I love when people tell me, oh, you're not gonna be able to do this. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, really? Oh, really, bitch? Oh, really, bitch? Really, bitch? You want to sit there and tell me what I can't do? The principal told me. She told me, y'all, that I was not going to be able to take my daughter out of this woman's darkest class. Really, bitch? Really, bitch? Really, bitch? Really, bitch? Long story short, I initiated a letter writing campaign, and it took me I spent the whole Saturday sitting down, gathering up all the evidence. That's why I said this is where it comes. This is very important. I'm giving y'all some pointers for next year, or for any situation that you're involved in that is a darkest situation. What you do is you start gathering notes. You take notes. The devil is in the details, y'all. Do not say, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing it. No, you take notes. And what that did was that allowed me to go back to the notes that I had taken and easily compile a very directed, straightforward, detailed evidence letter of what this woman had done in regards to darkism and why I wanted my child out of that class. Now, remember, the principal told me, she told me, because see, they think they got power over you. They think that they have power. You don't have power over me, honey. You don't have power over me. I run this. I run this. That's how that go. That's how that go. They think they got power over you, y'all. She told me I was not going to be able to take my daughter out of that classroom, honey. Because see, what I did is I went through the chain of command first, which the buck stopped with her at the particular school level, at the principal level. But honey, you got a boss. And at the end of the day, the taxpayers are the real bosses. Understand that clearly. So never let these people, you know what I'm saying, make you feel like you have no power, because you're the powerful one. You're the all-powerful one. It's not them, y'all. It's not them. So what wound up happening is I was able, long story short, after a letter writing campaign, and what you want to do when you are making a complaint, you want to reach as many people as possible. I believe I spent about almost $100 sending out, and I don't play, I sent out certified, because I wanted to make sure that these people signed on the dotted line, the certified mail, and I got the receipts. I still have it to this day, right in this house. I started out with a letter, like I said, very detailed. And then I researched about 50 people, including the Department of Education, the federal Department of Education, the Department of Education for the state of Florida, any type of institution that dealt with civil rights, any type of institution that dealt with human rights. And I just sent it out in mass. Understand me clearly. And then what you want to do is you want to let these people know that, hey, thank you, Real Game. Thank you for your Real Game Radio Live. Thank you for that donation. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I got to say something real quick about the donations. If you donate tonight, I want to ask you to please don't donate to the super chat. I got to disable the super chat because YouTube takes so long to send the money. They take so long to send the money, y'all. So if you want to make a donation, I just put my GoFundMe link there. And I put my PayPal link there. So all you have to do is very easy. You can go to my PayPal or you can go to my GoFundMe. And if you make a donation of $25 or more, which I would hope you would make more because I have a marketing campaign that I have to do and a distribution campaign that I have to do with my new book, Token Dark Girl. But if you make a $25 or more donation, then guess what? You're going to get an autographed copy of my book, Darkism, which everybody should have this book in their library collection. So please go and make a donation at my GoFundMe or my PayPal, because again, and this is my fault, I got to disable the super chat because YouTube takes so long to send people their money. No, Real Game Radio Live, don't be sorry that you did not know that. That is my fault. And I thank you very much for your donation. Thank you. It's much appreciated. I do not want you to feel like that. I appreciate it. That's my fault. That's on me. So I'll probably be kind of repeating that throughout the stream tonight to let people know not to donate to the super chat, to please go to my GoFundMe or go to my PayPal and donate. But so after I did my research and found out who I wanted to send the letters to, and I've done this before, it's very effective, y'all, because you have to remember, I've been the dark skin activist. And I have to say shout out to the Uhuru movement because I was a member of the Uhuru movement. Hey, Shayla, I was a member of the Uhuru movement starting back in 1998. And while a member of the Uhuru movement, I have to say, shout out to Chairman Omale Ashatella, they taught me a lot of things about grassroots efforts to fight what I call darkism. And so as a part of the Uhuru movement, I was the case resolution coordinator where I would help people in the community who have been victims of darkism in all situations, whether it be in school, whether it be in housing, it could be anything. They would come to me and I would be the case resolution coordinator and do investigations, write letters, gather attorneys. I've done all of this. One of the things that I'm most proud of while a member of the Uhuru movement was starting out the free Malcolm X tutoring program, because I wanted to make sure that Black children had a fighting chance to make it through the school system. And I know the barriers and I fought for them. You understand what I'm saying? So, I have roots thanks to the Uhuru movement for teaching me how to, agitate, how to make things happen. You understand what I'm saying? And so what I did was I went ahead and did some research on different organizations and entities to send this letter to. Long story short, I got a call. I got a call from the superintendent because he was one of the people that I sent it to, as well as the school board. And you cannot be afraid. You got to send it to everybody. Make noise. Make noise. Y'all got to shout and scream to the mountaintop. Do not be afraid to make noise, because what I was going to do, if I didn't get results, I was about to come out there with the bullhorn and do the protests. Okay, shout out to the Uhurus. I done did a lot of protesting. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Black Panther Party out in LA. I did a lot of protesting. You understand? So I understand the dynamics of what to do to get social justice when you need to bring it. You understand? You cannot be afraid to do that. So that was my next move, to go out there and do a protest. And it's a lot of people. That's a Black neighborhood. And I already know what y'all already know what it is. All I needed to do, broadcast live on Facebook, broadcast live on my social media with a bullhorn. I'm a professional at this. I just bring my stuff online now. I keep telling y'all, I've been the dark skin activist. Don't ever get it twisted. 1998 started dark skin activism, the first platform for dark skin. And I've been an activist for all Black people. I am a humanitarian because what this is about is fairness and equality. So I went ahead and got together my list of people, went to the post office and meticulously filled out the certified mail so that I could track everything. I got a call. I was on my way to New York. The Dark Skin Activist Tour I was on. This was in November. And I got a call from the superintendent. And he agreed with everything I said. It was no struggle, no nothing. Because what she had did, actually the last thing she did was Lauren had to go to a dental appointment. And she apparently forgot to turn in her homework because Lauren doesn't like going to the dentist. As any small child, they don't like going to the dentist. And so she had a lot of anxiety that day. And I had told her father, I said, don't take this child to the dentist. Just wait till after school. But he came and picked her up in the middle of the day. Anyway, we have joint custody. So, I have to respect his wishes. But I thought that was a bad move. And sure enough, she forgot to turn in her homework. And do you know this darkest gave my baby? She gave my dark skin, beautiful. Lauren is super duper gorgeous. Absolutely stunning, absolutely smart and intelligent and charming. And she is the baby dark skin activist. And she is the successor to my queen of dark skin throne. Let's not get that twisted. Yes. She gave my baby an infraction. No, bitch, you did the wrong thing. And that's what spurred. I said, that's it. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. Long story short, I get a call from the superintendent who there was no argument. There was no debating. There was no going back and forth because I had already meticulously, based on facts and evidence of keeping track of what this woman had been doing for about 2 months. I put all of that in the letter, read it over about, just like I was writing over, I write my books, y'all, same thing. Do a lot of edits, make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. Don't leave no stone unturned. You got to put it all in there. You got to put it all, you got to lay it all on because they're not going to expect you to come with it. They're not going to expect you to box them intellectually. They're going to expect you to say, fuck you, motherfucker, bitch, blah, 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 blah. No, we don't do that. I know y'all love seeing me rant, but that's not how I operate when I'm dealing with these darkists. You have to deal with them on an intellectual level. I don't like going to work for them using my degree to make them rich. I have a master's degree in political science. Don't get it messed up. I don't like using my brain to make other people rich. I don't do that. So I use my degree and my intelligence and my education for just righteous causes. So when it comes time to do research, when it comes time to do the writing, when it comes time to do the fact checking, oh, we going all in. And we ain't getting no sleep until we go all in. I don't play with, you cannot play with these people. You cannot play with these people. Long story short, because the letter was so thorough, so factual, no stone was left unturned. This person, he agreed with me and immediately. Now the principal, mind you, she told me I was not going to be able to take my daughter out of this classroom. Really, bitch? Really, bitch? Really, bitch? Now that's darkism. But I did. I got calls from several people, several of the higher ups at the school board, because they already know what it is. They already, the next step would have been, let's get out here and protest and let's file a lawsuit with the EOC. Play with it, play with it, play with it. By the way, you guys should know that anyone can file a lawsuit. You do not need an attorney to file a lawsuit. Anyone can file a lawsuit against anyone. Let's be very clear, whether it be in federal court, the lower court, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, the hard part, of course, if you are not an attorney, it's going to be difficult because you got to, look up cases, case law, and all this kind of stuff. But the bottom line is we have to use our power. We are very powerful. The dark-skinned activist Rashida Strober is very powerful. And I know this, and so are you. Understand me clearly. So the bottom line is, and do you know, a couple of weeks later, the same dark-skinned lady that I talked about at the beginning of this live stream, I ran into her when I was dropping Lauren off to school, because I walk Lauren all the way in. I don't just never drop her off at the gate. No, we don't do that. We walk up in there queenly because we're beautiful dark-skinned queens. And she deserves the best. And that's how I motherfucking roll with my daughter. I don't play about Lauren. I don't play about my dark-skinned daughter. Don't ever come for Lauren. Because if you do, it's going to be hell to pay. I ain't playing with you. So I saw this young lady on the way out, and she started telling me, I forgot how we got into the conversation, but this is how I knew I had did the right thing, because I did not initially tell this young lady what I had did and what had happened. She just started telling me about her daughter being in the same classroom, and the problems that she was having. And I listened to her. I stopped for a minute. And I just listened to what she said. And then I broke it down, and I said, you know what I just did? I told her I had, had the same problems, and I initiated the letter writing campaign. And she was like, she had this look of relief on her face that she was like, yes, because sometimes, and I do understand this, we have some Black people that feel like they're not in a position to agitate because they don't want to lose their job. They don't want to lose, they have bills to pay. I'm the type of Black person like this. I ain't scared at all. I'm not afraid to lose none of that to win. I done been homeless and on the street. Let's not get that fucked up. I've been homeless and on the street. I came from poverty. I understand what it is to sleep in abandoned houses. I've done it before. I've slept on benches at the bus stop. I'm not afraid of that. You can't bully me with saying, I'm going to take your money and you ain't going to be able to pay your bills and you ain't going to be able to pay your car note and your lights going to be cut off and your water going to be cut off and you're going to have to get on foods. You cannot bully me with that. That's the problem. Y'all letting these people bully y'all with economics. No, that's not going to work on me. Because I do believe in God, and God always takes care of me, always takes care of me. As long as you do the right thing, you stand up for righteousness and justice, you're going to be taken care of. I've learned that from experience, not just from talking. So we cannot be afraid. But while I do understand that some Black people are afraid to stand up because they're scared of losing a job, Rashida Strober don't give 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, a million fucks. I don't care. I don't care. What I care about is justice and righteousness. That's number one to me. That's number one to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I got survival skills. Y'all remember, I used to be homeless. I survived homelessness. It didn't break me. I didn't end up a crackhead. I didn't end up prostituting. I didn't end up drinking. What it made me do, I went from homeless on the street to a GED to a master's degree to writing multiple books on dark skin to doing plays. You can't bully me. I'm not afraid at all. But I do understand. And at that moment, when she told me that, I said I did the right thing because I'm helping her child and all the other children that this woman is committing acts of darkism against in that classroom. I'm helping them. That's when I knew I did the right thing. And I did not know that I was going to run into this woman. And then today, our conversation was like in November. Today, I ran into her again. And this is why I triple-double knew I did the right thing as the dark-skinned activist, because she told me that the same teacher who I had my child removed from her class, she began being nicer to the other students and parents. That's what it's all about. This is why I do the work of dark-skinned activism. This is why I'm not afraid to be the dark-skinned activist. This is why I'm not afraid to go head to head with anybody. The president of the United States, Trump, bring it. Okay, the former president of the United States, Obama, bring it. We cannot be afraid. We have to fight for justice. Because when I think about these dark-skinned children, I'm telling y'all, I'm keeping this 100 with y'all. I did not want to have any more children because of the struggle. And when you get to the point where you don't want to have kids because you're afraid for their life chances and what they got to face because of what you've been through, you know it's bad. That's genocide. This system is a system that leads to genocide. And y'all need to subscribe to this channel. Y'all need to make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed, you need to subscribe. Y'all need to share this video because people need to hear this. Share this video. Dark-skinned kids in public schools. Y'all need to hear this. You understand what I'm saying? Because this ain't no joke. This is real. I'm sharing y'all. I'm giving y'all my experience with Lauren's first year in the public school system with darkism and how I had to fight. And by fighting for Lauren, other Black children won. And the woman that talked to me tonight after I walked out of that PTA meeting, she is evidence of that. She is evidence of that. We always have to stand up and fight. You know, like I was finna say, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that's watching. I love all y'all. I'm go ahead and post my donation link in there. And once again, I'm going to ask people to make a donation. Please make a donation. Please do not sit there. Oh, thank you. Somebody made a donation. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to get my book out to you. Thank you. Thank you. Please do not just sit here and watch this. Make a donation because y'all know what it is. Y'all know I'm fighting for Black people. Y'all know I'm fighting for and I've been doing this since 1998. This is nothing new to me. I just brought dark skin activism online. And if YouTube left today or tomorrow, if Facebook left today or tomorrow, I'd still be the dark skin activist. Shout out to O'Malley, I should tell. I got to keep saying his name because I love the man, because I learned grassroots activism while a member of the Uhuru movement. I learned how to go knock on people's doors and talk to people and get them to come out and come to these meetings. I learned how to go get pro bono lawyers to work on cases of people that have been discriminated against in the community. I learned how to do this through the Uhuru movement. Shout out to my father, the late Samuel X, who was a member of the Nation of Islam for 30 years and set up. My father, I love my beautiful, dark, jet black father. Man, I love you so much. I love my dad because my dad is the real reason I'm the dark skin activist. My dad used to tell me when I was growing up as a little girl, he said, "You the original woman." My daddy used to tell me how beautiful. If it wasn't for my daddy, I wouldn't even like Black men. Because I've been, I've had my struggles with Black men. But because of my dark-skinned daddy and his love for me, his genuine love for me and care for me, telling me I'm beautiful, I used to go to his house. And on the rare times that my mom would let me go over there, and there was no TV. We couldn't watch TV. I would sit there and he would have me listening to tapes from the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And, I used to listen to those people. You understand what I'm saying? So I love my dad, and it's the reason why I fight. Because again, y'all, I'm gonna try not to get too emotional here. I don't like people bothering kids. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids and the old people. These kids are innocent. It's one of the reasons why I kind of just veered away from education, like in terms of like formally being a teacher like that, because it's a painful thing to me to watch innocent children that don't know what the hell is going on have their life chances impacted by their skin tone. I don't like that. I'll never forget, I was working at this one particular school, y'all, and I was so angry about this. I was so angry. There was this little Black girl. They had an award where if you received all A's during the year, you were to get the President's Award. And I filled in for, there was a teacher that just decided to stop teaching these kids. She just decided to stop. So I came in and filled in. I was their teacher for the rest of the year. And I will never forget how one of the non-Black teachers rigged the numbers up so that this little white girl could get the President Award when she didn't deserve it, when a Black girl that actually had the qualifications, she didn't get the award. She got an award below it. When I found that out, all hell broke loose. But I told y'all, my hell don't break loose in the form of I'm gonna cuss you out. We don't do that. We deal with concrete facts. And I went to the principal. I went to one of the teachers there first, and I told her about it because she didn't know what was going on. I told her about it, and we went to the principal. And long story short, my baby got her President's Award. She got her president, and I was there to watch it. I saw it. We don't play that darkism over here. We don't play that. There was another little boy, very dark skinned. I remember when I first came into class, y'all. Broke my heart to think about it. Breaks my heart right now to even talk about it. He was real dark skinned. Never forget it. And when I first came there, everybody was telling me, "Oh, you got to kick him out the class," and he act up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, we're not going to do that over here. We're not going to do that over here. This is a child that's in elementary school. He's dark skinned. He's going to be in this. This was what was in my head. You could tell me whatever you want. But when I see injustice, I will act like I don't hear you and do what the fuck I want to do. What is right? What is righteous? That's how that go. And if you think that holding a job over my head is going to stop me, try me. Try me. Because that's not going to work on me. Long story short, he was in the class. I did not kick him out of class. We was not going to do that. And We went to Enterprise Village, and I made sure that he had one of the top jobs in there, and he wore his little nice little outfit. And I seen him about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and he saw me and he recognized me, but I was driving down the street and all that, and he just looked at me and he just gave me this look like that. He gave me that look of like almost like a thank you look. You know how people will look at you, they might not say nothing, but he just gave me that look. And I just like, man, I just immediately started praying for him that God would take care of him, give him a good life, not allow him to be racially discriminated against, railroaded, mistreated. You understand what I'm saying? This is affecting the lives of these children. We can't, and our black boys, man, I'm telling you, the war is on. The war is on. We have to fight. We have to fight. So for me, when I think about these things, I got no choice but to fight. We're not finna let that go down. If I know about an instance of darkism, I'm fighting it. I don't care about no job. I don't care about none of that. We're gonna work this out. We're gonna take care of it, or it's gonna continue to be a problem. I'm not even playing with these people. You cannot play with them because they're not playing with you. They are not playing with your kids. You understand what I'm saying? They're not playing. Florida got one of the lowest graduation rates for black males. Understand me clearly. One of the lowest graduation rates for black males, people. Okay. So hold on, y'all. What is going on here? I'm on Facebook Live. What I'm gonna ask people to do on Facebook Live, y'all, I'm gonna get on up off of here because this is kind of slowing down my computer. If y'all want to, which y'all should have no problem wanting to continue this discussion, follow me over to my YouTube channel. All you gotta do is go to YouTube, type in Rashida Strober, and you need to subscribe. Take your butt over there and subscribe. I'm about to get off of Facebook, okay? So I just ended that live on Facebook, y'all. But yeah, we cannot be afraid to stand up and fight for justice, okay? We cannot be afraid to do that, because when you fight for justice, you are fighting for justice, not just for yourself, people. You are fighting for justice for the person that may not be able to speak for themselves, or their parents may be in a position where they got to have a job to keep a roof over their head. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Kendrick, Celestine, I'm not the only child. I'm trying to get to y'all comments here. I have 5 brothers. I don't have any sisters, but I do got some sisters that I've made now through my darkism struggle. And I want to say shout out to all of y'all that's watching. Thank y'all very much. Yes, you're right, Coco Buddy. You said more of us need to get involved and speak up. That is the key. You are absolutely 1000% right. You are right, because by us not speaking up, we are sanctioning the problems of darkism. You understand what I'm saying? We are sanctioning. We have to speak up. Your voice is important. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at some of y'all comments here. Oh my God. Healthcare. Yes, they are putting little black boys in dresses. That's wrong too. When you ain't got no business doing that to no little kids. Let them little kids be little kids and let them come and take to their own on their own. You don't need to encourage them. Let the boys be the damn boys. You absolutely right. I agree with you 1000% on that. I love you too, Real Game Radio Live. Thank y'all for watching. I'm kind of scrolling through y'all comments on here, looking at the comments, trying to make sure I get it. Shout out to Soup Bone. I can't stop, Soup Bone. You say that's why you can't stop. I can't. And I won't stop. I will not stop. I will keep fighting. Cocoa Butter, thank you for the $5 donation. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Real quick, let me remind y'all, and this is my fault. I do want to apologize. If you want to make a donation to me, I would encourage you to, instead of giving to the super chat, because YouTube takes a long time to give the money, please go to either my GoFundMe, and I just put the link there, or go to my PayPal and make the donation, because I will receive the monies within 1 to 3 business days. And give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna have to close out. I'm gonna close out my Facebook because it seems like every time I'm on Facebook, something, it seems as if the computer is going slow. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you guys. But yes, please do not donate to the super chat. Please give it to the GoFundMe or give it to my PayPal. Okay. And one of the reasons why, here's my GoFundMe right here, y'all. Thank you very much to the person that just donated $25. Thank you. That money is going to be put to great use. Here's what I'm doing right now. Here's what I need funding for. Let me go to, hold on 1 second. I've downloaded all these pictures here. When I make videos and stuff, I use this stuff as my thumbnail. So let's see, where's my book cover at? I'm going to find my, there we go. There's my book cover. This is my new book right here, y'all. It's Token Dark Girl that I've wrote the book already. I'm editing the book and I expect to have it all done and ready to be released by either the end of the week or early next week. And what I need funding for is to promote the hell out of Token Dark Girl. This is a very important book. I know that you guys are going to absolutely love and adore the book. The book is going to be $25. So please make a donation. Please make a donation. Please make a donation because the money is gonna go towards, like I said, helping me to print. The book has to be printed. I'm gonna show y'all the big picture of it. The book has to be printed and it has to be distributed and marketed. I am an independent author and an independent artist, which means I basically don't have a huge budget. I don't have any money like that. So that's the reason why I come on here and I say to the people, if you believe in the work of dark skin activism, if you believe in all the work that I put in over the years, and I mean constantly, just without fail, relentlessly, donate, make a donation. Because again, this money is going to help me to market, to print. First of all, print. I have to print this out. That's not cheap. And then I have to distribute it and market it. The marketing costs money. So please help me to make this happen. I want to get this book, Token Dark Girl, in the hands of as many people as I possibly can. And y'all got to keep in mind now that I am the author of the most books on dark skin than anyone in the world. My books include Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skin People Are Discriminated Against. My books also include How to Be the Hottest Dark Skin Chick on the Planet, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, A Dark Skin Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story. So I've continuously brought y'all great work on dark skin and darkism, you know. So please go ahead and make that happen. Once again, all you guys have to do, here is my GoFundMe. Go to my GoFundMe and make a donation. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and put the some people say, well, why you always ask for donations? Why not? Why not ask for donations? Why should I not ask for donations? It doesn't make any sense when I'm actually out here putting in the work of dark skin activism. And here, once again, here's my new book coming out. I mean, I had to pay for this cover. Some people have already donated, and I want to say thank you very much for that. For example, I paid to have this book cover made. So this money is going to the use of the creation, of the printing, of the distribution, and the marketing of the book to get it out there to people. It costs money, plain and simple, y'all. Just like Al Sharpton is an activist and he's funded by people, the same exact thing. It is no different. It's just because I have a smaller audience, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. I know with the people's help and people believing in what I do, I know it'll grow, because y'all know I've been putting in the work of dark skin activism for years. So once again, I want to encourage everybody that's in the sound of my voice, go to my GoFundMe and make the donation. And also, if you want to go to my PayPal, and if you say, some of y'all say, I want to cut out the middleman. I don't want the middleman getting a cut of the dark skin activist money. Okay, cool. Here's what you do. Thank you very much, Cocoa Butter. I appreciate that. I'm glad you said that, because I was like, man, I was really stressing about that cover. I just put the donation link there, and I also put, as you can see, my email address for PayPal. And icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. That is the PayPal email address you can go to and make that donation. And of course, I will receive all the funds. Yes, crowdfunding does make it happen. You're absolutely right. Crowdfunding does make it happen, because I thank God for crowdfunding. Let me stop the screen sharing, because let me tell you this. Before I started coming online and saying to people, you know, donate to my cause, I was funding everything myself, y'all, out of my own pocket, out of my own blood, sweat, and tears. I was, you know, somebody, hold on one second, y'all. I was funding everything. And then it came to me back in 2014 to go online and say, hey, if there's people out there that believe in my work, the work of dark skin activism that I've been putting in for years, if they want to donate, that's great. And that's what I have done. And I am very thankful and appreciative, because y'all have made it happen for me. Let's see. Cole Davidson, shout out to you. You said, I'm afraid of the average dark-skinned American woman. Reason why? A lot of them are very unstable. Okay. Loud, cruel. Hey, Mega Just Me, what you said, and dangerous when with their mouths. This comes from meeting them and seeing them firsthand and what they do. Okay, let me address that. Cole Davidson. I understand what you're saying, and I've heard that arguments or complaints, and I respect what you're saying. But here's what you got to understand. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for anybody, because I don't believe that we should be making excuses for people. But what I want you to understand, I was having a conversation on the Star Chamber last night, or the Star Report last night, and I was trying to explain to him. He was saying something to the effect that white women, asking me if I think that white women were more understanding of Black men and their struggles. And my thing is this right here. White women can appear to be more understanding, and appear to be more understanding. One of the reasons is because they don't have to face the darkism, the racism that a Black woman or a dark-skinned Black woman has to face on a day-to-day basis just for being dark-skinned. Because you say, you know, you've had these issues with some Black women. Well, let me tell you something. Of course, not all Black women behave that way. And the ones that do, I'm not giving them a pass. But what I'm trying to get you to understand, if you don't went through, people from the day you coming into this world, people are saying you're ugly. People are diminishing your beauty. You know, you're not getting the same level of respect. You're not getting the same level of recognition. You're being held back in every aspect of life. Do you really think you're going to be a happy? I'm an angry woman at times. I can admit that with no problem. I make no bones about that. Because when you're living in a society that is what I call darkest, of course, you are going to feel some type of way and have some type of issues in regards to how it impacts your behavior. So what I would want you to understand, and what I would encourage you to do, is to be mindful of that when you are interacting with these women, not to dismiss their behavior, but just to be mindful of it. Also, I want you to also know that all dark-skinned women, which I'm pretty sure you know, don't behave in that way. Because I do know a lot of mild-mannered, non-loud, non-aggressive, non-mean, dark-skinned women. I have ran into them personally. The mother of my church, y'all know some of y'all went to church when y'all was young. Or some of y'all still go to church. And I went to this one church, and the mother of the church, they call her the mother, the pastor's wife. She's dark-skinned, and she was one of the sweetest people that I have ever met in my life, okay? Everything that people say about dark-skinned women, she was the opposite of that. That's why I'm saying, and I have met countless other dark-skinned women like this. So you have to understand that it's a stereotype being put on Black women, dark-skinned Black women, that we are aggressive and loud and we are all these things, when we are victims. A lot of us, we are victims. As much as people don't want to admit it, we are victims. You understand what I'm saying? I want you guys to make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Also, I want you guys to make sure that you share, like, all of that, okay? And I thank you guys in advance for that. But Yeah, you gotta consider that. And see, that's the thing. That's why it's very important for me to fight for dark-skinned children. When I fought for my dark-skinned daughter this year with Lauren's first experience with darkism. This was her first experience with darkism. Make no mistake about that. And I'm just not gonna have it, because see, I didn't have nobody when I was in school. I didn't have nobody to fight for me. I came from an impoverished background. You understand me? My mother didn't fight for me. She just didn't. She didn't go to the schools to speak up for me. She didn't do none of that. So I said to myself, I would never be that type of mother that allowed these people to intimidate me because of their degrees. And I'm this, I'm Dr. this. I don't give it. I'm Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist. We're equals. You're my equal, honey. You're not above me. You're not above me. We're equals. We're level. We're level. We're level. That's how that go. But some Black people have inferiority complexes, and they don't feel that they have the wherewithal or the rights or the authority to go and speak to people in higher ups, people in administration in schools. They don't feel they have the wherewithal to do that. You do. I'm here to tell you, you do. You understand what I'm saying? And until we get to the point where we realize that we have the power in our hand, we're going to have problems. And the point that I wanted to make is I don't want dark-skinned children to grow up with inferiority complexes. That's another reason why I had no problem going in there boxing mentally these people at her school, because I knew that my daughter was going to see, and my daughter was well aware of it. I let her know in a nice way, but she was well aware of what her mother went and did. I don't play, because that gives her power to let her know, you know what, if my mama is not going to allow people to walk all over me, I'm not going to allow people to walk all over me either. It's empowerment, people. It's empowerment. Carl Davidson, you said to each their own, whether I'm yellow, dark, Black, or white. I don't let other preferences, likes or dislikes get to me, especially if it ain't directly affecting me. Well, that's a good thing. And I would hope that there are millions more people out there like that, because that's the thing, that preference, popularity is constructed. And sometimes people follow the leader. You understand what I'm saying? They don't, instead of them using their own mind and thinking for themselves, they don't do that. They say, well, so-and-so likes this, it must be right. Well, guess what? It might not be right. You have your own mind to sit and think for yourself and come to your own conclusions. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that that's something that we don't do enough in regards to Black male-female relationships, for example. I don't think we do that enough. I don't think we think objectively outside the box and leave these other, outside influences alone when it comes to Black male and female relationships, because maybe your opinion could have been formulated too, Carl Davidson, based upon the negative stereotypes of dark-skinned women that are perpetuated in society. You understand what I'm saying? Coco Buddy, you said, yes, some Blacks feel like we won't be heard if we speak up. It's learned behavior, but we got to break the cycle. You're right. It's the opposite though. We actually will be heard. There's the saying, cliche, a closed mouth don't get fed. I believe that. That's why I talk. Because I can't leave this earth without contributing to justice and equality. And the way that you do that, one major way that you do that is you do have to speak up. You do have to make moves. You can't be afraid. At some point, we got to stop being afraid. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Carl Davidson. You said this is the first time I actually enjoy your stream, despite I don't agree with some of your opinions. It's okay. Listen, I am not here. Let me say this, y'all. I want y'all to understand me clearly on this. And I also want y'all to make a donation. Please make a donation. I told y'all what I'm doing. Y'all know I'm on a dark skin activist tour. Y'all know I'm promoting my book. But here's the thing. I'm not here to necessarily try to force a person to agree with me. I don't want to force nobody to agree with me. I want people to simply listen to what I have to say. And I believe that if I'm telling the truth, if I'm putting out what is factual, if I'm not lying and manipulating, which I don't play that, I believe that the people are going to come to the correct conclusion. I'm not saying come to Rashida's conclusion. I'm saying the correct conclusion. So it's my responsibility to put the information out. That's when I do my play, let me give you an example. When I do the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring my one-woman play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, okay? When I do my show, my job is to come out there and give you my characters in an honest portrayal, a human, honest way. My job is not to worry about the people. It's to be human. It's for the characters to be themselves. It's for them to be. It's not for me to come out there and act. It's for me to be the character. You understand what I'm saying? And it's subject to interpretation. So that's not my job. Never been my job. I just got something to say. I want to get it out there to the world. I want to be heard. You understand what I'm saying? So I have no problem with people disagreeing with me, you know, because I believe that the facts will stand on their own. I really believe that the facts are going to stand 100% on their own. So, you know, let's see, Todd Grimstone, you say, Rashida, you should consider law school and be an attorney for us dark-skinned people. We need you. I would absolutely love to do that. I love helping people. I love seeing people get justice. I love righteousness. I don't like seeing people being mistreated. I can't stand that. That is the worst thing ever to me. And human beings mistreat people based upon skin tone, which is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. It makes no sense. You cannot help what color you are born. Okay, I don't want to see nobody discriminated against. I don't care what color they are. But one thing I notice, and one thing that is a fact, is that the dark-skinned people of the world are the most discriminated against. My Tribe TV All Out Attack, you say dark skin is beautiful. It's the media putting us against each other. That's very true. The media and the propaganda on the media has a huge impact on the way that people see dark-skinned people. Coco, and if you get any of my ideas for the plagiarists out there, make sure you cite the world's first dark-skinned activist, the creator of the first platform for dark skin, which is Dark Skin Activism. Also, make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you make a donation, because I'm on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. I've also written a new book called Token Dark Girl, which needs to be, I need to print the book, I need to distribute the book, and market the book. That costs money. I'm an independent artist and independent writer. Everything I do is independent. That's why I come on here and I ask people to help to fund what I do as the dark skin activist. Continue to read some of y'all comments because I'm loving this. Let's see. Okay, so Coco Butter, you said that's what I mean. We are afraid to speak up for that reason. You're absolutely right. I'm in 100% agreement with you. And Deej Talbert, shout out to you. Much love to you. You say it is okay to have a preference, but not okay to bash your non-preference every chance you get. Your non-preference is someone else's preference. That's an excellent statement. Absolutely. And that's what I see happening. People get mad at dark-skinned women because they don't prefer dark-skinned women. So then they start saying you're ugly, you're this, and making fun of you. You could just go over in the corner and be with who you're going to be with, even though I prefer you to be with a dark-skinned woman. But you go over the corner. You don't have to go and be with who you're going to be with and then come back over here and say, I don't want you, you ugly. That's what they do. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You know, so it's what we got to do. Shout out to My Tribe TV. Let's see, all out attack. My eyes are like, the words are so little, so I kind of squinch myself. But yeah, that's what dark skin activism is about. People will sit and accuse me of dividing Black people. You know, I have been accused of dividing Black people more times than I could count. And I'm saying to you, I'm not dividing Black people. I'm never here to divide Black people. And furthermore, Black people were already, the division already came in slavery. Why are you going to blame me? I just came on the scene and you're going to sit there and blame me for dividing Black people? That doesn't make any sense, because I'm coming with a solution to the problem. I'm supposed to sit here and watch this thing go. That's just like, got my book back here. I can see darkism. That's just like you see your friend about to get hit by a car. You see the car coming, you see the train coming, and you just stand there like this. while your friend gets hit by the car. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? That doesn't make sense to me. You are supposed to be a part of the solution. If you're not going to be a part of the solution, then just shut up. What's your point? If you're going to sit there and just whine and complain and not help your friend get out of the way of that train, you're not really that person's friend, because you're a part of the reason why the person will wind up getting killed, because you could have done something to stop it, but you sat there and you did absolutely nothing. So, people accusing me, claiming that I'm causing division in the Black community, makes no sense. Hey, Jory Newton, thank you for tuning in. It makes no sense. I am not a part of the problem. I am a part of the solution, whether people want to recognize it or not. People are starting to see, because again, going back to the example of me dealing with my daughter's darkism, by me dealing with my daughter's darkism in that kindergarten class with that darkest teacher head on, guess what happened? I was able to help another little dark-skinned girl without even realizing it until her mother said something. So that's not being a part of the problem. That's a clear example of being a part of the solution. Let's be real clear about that. For those of you that love to say I am dividing Black people, that is so far from true. Somebody even called me a racist last night on the Star Chamber. I'm like, what are you talking about? Rashida Strober does not have. Let me tell you something. For those of you that say, "Oh, you begging for donations," okay, let's deal with that. I'm up on here begging for donations. Rashida Strober is up on here begging for donations. How in the hell does Rashida have the power to be racist? And she up on here. Shout out to my brother Talik. I saw you on here. How in the hell do I have the power to be racist? You know what I'm saying? And I'm up on here. Shout out to my brother Jose. Healthcare, Team Light Skin, what's up? Maya, what's up? Shout out to all of y'all. Sean S. I'm just kind of going down there. I want to shout y'all out. Adventures of Truck Driving Diva. Shout out to you, Shayla, everybody. How in the hell can I be racist, y'all? Kendrick, Celestin, how can I be racist when I'm up here on YouTube begging for money? How? That means I don't have the financial resources to control anybody. Because racism, and I believe I hope I quote the correct scholar. Claude Anderson, I believe, speaks on this. Claude Anderson. Racism is about power, economic power, social power, political power. I don't have economic power like that. So how in the hell is Rashida Strober racist? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, y'all. Lord. Let me quickly share my screen. And I want to remind everybody, let me pull up the book again. This is my new book, y'all, Token Dark Girl. This book is an excellent critique of the way that dark-skinned women are treated in popular culture. Okay, I want you guys to look out for this book. I am currently editing my book, Token Dark Girl, which is about the 7th dark-skinned release. I am projecting this book to be completed by either the end of the week or early next week. I am asking people to make donations. Why do I need the donations? The book has to be printed, it has to be marketed, and it has to be distributed. Folks, that costs money. And I am asking everyone in the sound of my voice, here's the flat cover of the book, to make a donation and to help me spread dark skin activism through my books. And a lot of y'all have already said, and I appreciate you and love you and thank you graciously that you have read my books and you have benefited from it. And I'm asking you to help me to help other people benefit from it as well through making donations so that I can spread these books all over the world. I can market it because this takes money. I cannot stress that enough. It takes money for me to do the work. I work with so little. I take literally everything that I have in terms of my financial resources and I put it back into dark skin activism. Okay. Everything that I have, I put it back into to dark skin activism. I want us to be very clear about that. I thought I was screen sharing there. I guess I wasn't. But yes, y'all, everything that I have, all the money that I have, it goes into dark skin activism. And this is the reason why it is very important for people that really truly believe in my message, really truly understand what I am doing. Please make a donation. Cocoa Butter, thank you for joining. I am so appreciative of you for joining tonight. I really appreciate it because I had to get this off of my chest after coming from that school tonight. And, you know, I was walking out of the meeting. It was the last PTA meeting for this particular fundamental school that my daughter goes to. And I would walk out of the meeting and I believe, you know, I didn't want to go to the meeting. I already didn't want to go, but I'm glad I went because God let me know that I had done the right thing by initiating the campaign to take my daughter out of that class as a result of the darkism that she was experiencing. You understand what I'm saying? Because it would allow me to help other dark-skinned children who go through the same thing. They have to think about it. They have to sit up in these classes, y'all, and go through these things and not understand. That's the thing. They don't understand. They're too young to understand. They're too young to articulate. So we have to, thank you, My Tribe TV, all out of tap. Shout out to Jamaican Titan. What's up? We have to fight for these children. We have to fight. Cocoa Butter, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to you, Cole Davidson. We have to fight for our children. We have to continue to do this. We cannot allow them to sit there and suffer in silence. And another thing that is very important, y'all, this is very important. And I have 2 children and it took me a while. I'm not perfect. One of the things that I've learned as well, and I want to share with y'all, we also have to listen to our children and let them just go. Let them, in terms of talking and speaking their mind, let them talk. Because if we're open and our children know that we will listen to them and we will just shut up and listen. And I know I talk a lot, but I listen to Lauren. I wasn't so good at that with my son, Raheem. I'll admit to that. And I love you, Raheem. If you're watching this, you know I love you with all my heart and soul. I'll do anything for you. I love you, Raheem. You know, I was kind of this very authoritative parent because I was so afraid that, you know, I got to make sure he gets what he needs. Yes, he did, Shayla Diamond. And I'm going to do, you asked how old is Raheem? And did Raheem go through darkism? Raheem is 19 years old. And yes, he did. I'm glad you asked that question because I'm going to do a separate live on Raheem and the darkism he experienced and what we had to go through. That's why I was so angry when this happened to Lauren, because I said, no, we're not gonna do this. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, we have to listen to our children, because a lot of times if you listen to what they're saying about their experiences in school, you can discover, okay, my child might be going through darkism, or they might be going through whatever. If you listen to them, let them just talk freely. Let them, you know, it doesn't have to be, and I had to learn this. They can talk to you in a matter of fact way that's just natural, to where it's not an intimidating thing. And that's how Lauren is. She just comes and she just tells me stuff, because I've learned to, with her, I'm very gentle and easy with her. I know how y'all might think, oh, I'm hard. And when not with Lauren. I want her to be able to talk to me and let me know what's going on. And she does exactly that. She'll come and say, Mommy, da, 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 da. And then we'll have a conversation about it. You understand what I'm saying? This is all a part of fighting against darkism. Okay. And this is what we have to do, because there's so many children that's in it, Black children in general. Do not get it twisted. I am concerned with all Black children. Of course, I focus on dark skin simply because dark skinned people have it the worst. That is a fact. Those of you that want to disagree with that, you can disagree. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm speaking is pure facts. Okay. So, dark skinned children, they go through hell in these schools. A lot of them, they don't know what they're experiencing. They do not know that they're experiencing darkism. They do not know that they're experiencing darkism. But they know something isn't right. Just like when I was in school and when I was growing up, I didn't know that it was darkism, but I knew that it wasn't right. And so that is the reason why we have to continue to fight. We have to not be afraid. You know what I'm saying? We can't be worried about, is this person going to like me? I need this person to like me. We need to be friends. Oh my God. No, you need to be worried about justice and equality and, making sure that our children have a fair chance, because we already know that they're going to grow up and they're going to face all the isms. We know that. They're going to face darkism. They're going to face all these things. We know that. So why not help them on a positive path, on a clean slate? You know what I'm saying? Reality's Temple on Earth, shot to you, my brother. I love you much. Why not give them a fighting chance? And your children will respect you for that. They will, when they come up against adversities in life, if you have stood your ground as a parent and have done all you can do and stood up and was not afraid, your children will respect you for that. And that will help them to grow into individuals that stand up and fight for themselves and fight for others when they see injustices. This is how we start. This is where we start from. We cannot be afraid. We cannot be afraid, y'all. Again, I want to say I am so grateful for y'all for taking the time to watch my live stream tonight. I'm really, really appreciative of it. What I also want to do, I do like you. Oh, you a trip. What I also want to encourage y'all to do is I want you guys to hold on one second. Let me pull up my other video. I did an excellent interview with 950 Lounge out in Bronx. Shout out to the 950 Lounge out in Bronx. I love y'all. I got so much love for y'all. I want to encourage y'all. Give me a chance. Give me a second here. I want to encourage everybody in the sound of my voice. I'm gonna put it in the link or the description box. I want y'all to watch my video or my interview that I did back in November. I just released it, where I was invited to come and talk about darkism on their show. It was just like so freaking completely awesome. I want y'all to watch that particular oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I hope I haven't been talking up on here this whole time without, I don't know what the hell am I doing here. Anyway, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I want to encourage y'all to go ahead and watch my interview that I did, and I titled it Black and Ugly, the Dark Skin Activist. So this is an interview that I actually did out in Bronx, New York, where I was speaking on darkism.
Queen of dark skin as evident.
Like Albie Shore, or you thought like Yappy Kodo. But when it comes to activism, it seems like it's more internal racism, you know, where, light-skinned person feels they're better because they're light-skinned, or they have the curly hair, similar to School Days, what Spike Lee made many years ago. So
wannabes and the jigaboo.
Right, exactly. So when we talk about the
y'all see that dude there that just came in there? This one right here. Oh Lord. That is my former light-skinned boyfriend.
the discrepancy between light and dark. Give me some examples growing up in Florida, South. And that the area you live in could be a little aggressive. I won't just keep it like that. But talk about some experiences you've had that has led you to have this fight against, you know, black on black racism.
Oh man, absolutely. I got a lot of stories. I might be here all day, but
we got time for it.
In my family.
Break it down.
In my family. And I want to say shout out to my cousin Jamisa. She's light skinned. She's what, let me just preface it with saying
okay, so I want y'all to make sure y'all go and watch this interview once again, and also share that interview, because that interview is very, 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 very important. Okay, Jamaican Titan, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Lorenzo. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna put that interview in the chat box right there. Okay. Make sure y'all go watch that particular interview, because that interview right there is just like the definitive. It's very telling of what I went through. Once again, the interview is called Black and Ugly, the Dark Skin Activist. As you can see, just type that in, or I put it there. Make sure y'all go watch that interview. Also, once again, I want to remind everybody to please make a donation to my GoFundMe. All right. All you have to do is, and I'm dropping the link there. Oh, Lorenzo, you liked the interview. I'm so glad you liked it. Make sure you share it as well. Make sure you share it. Okay, so yes, he did, Lorenzo. He did his homework. You are right. He treated me with so much graciousness and respect. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in Harlem and in Brooklyn, brother Jabril Muhammad, sister Mecca. I love all of y'all to death. Yeah, they showed me so much love. Carla, I love you. You know I do. My light-skinned sister, Ija, I love y'all ass. Okay. But yes, y'all, make sure you go and donate, because I got to get out of here. But I'm going to make sure I let you guys know to donate. Also, you can go to my PayPal. I do believe that I put the info. Here's the PayPal email address right here. I'm going to go ahead and throw it there in the chat box as well. Make sure you go and make a donation. Yeah, they have done their homework. I'm the original. They can't get around that, Lorenzo. You say, I truly believe in the end, everybody will have done their homework on me. And not only that, these people need to pay homage. They have to pay. I love you right back, My Tribe TV. I love all of y'all. So, oh, just real quickly, I just wanted to point out to y'all, if you want to see where you can go and get the links to donate, it's right here. The GoFundMe is right there, and the PayPal is right there. So please make a donation. Once again, I am in the midst of getting ready to put out my book, Token Dark Girl. I'm very proud of this book. I am so proud of it. But God, I'm so proud of it. The funds are going to go to printing the book. I need to print up at least 100 copies of it. And oh my God, y'all want to know how much that costs? Let me calculate it right now. Hold on, I'm going to calculate it. Let me stop the screen sharing here. The books cost me about $3 and some change to, hold on 1 second. The books cost me $3, about $3 roughly. So if I print out, I would like to start out with printing 100 books. Okay, that's $300, okay? So for and then of course I have to do the marketing. That's just to start me out. And I have raised some money. The marketing is going to consist of putting the book and the information in different outlets, different media outlets, on social media. So for example, Facebook, running Facebook ads, stuff like that. It's going to go towards just marketing and getting the message out to the people. And that requires a marketing budget. So the money is going to go towards that. Like I said, the printing of the book, and then that will just get me started out. It's ongoing. Expenses are ongoing until I am able to make enough money to wear off of the books. And people be thinking I'll be making all these buku money off of these books. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I have to come and really sell my books. This is not easy. That's what I'm saying. You can't just be in this for money. And I've never been in this for money. I've been the dark skin activist way back in 1998 before I had any books written. Have been doing all kinds of free and volunteer work in my community for years. I mean, for years. And anybody that knows me personally, they know this. So just a fact. So, you know, I have these books, but they need to be marketed and spread to as many people as possible. And of course, that costs money. I'm just one person. I don't have a lot of money. That's why I come on here and I ask people to make donations and to help me make it happen. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, they are copywritten, Lorenzo Chaldean. I'm not worried about you. I'm real. You're just a hater. You coming on here talking about my books. You just really need to stop. I don't understand what you get out of coming up on here trying to bash somebody. I have a proven track record in my community for years working in my community. What have you done? What have you done for Black people? What have you done? This is what I'm talking about. People love to come and criticize you and talk crazy about you, but they don't got no solutions. They have no solutions to the problem, but they sit there and they enjoy mocking you and talking bad about you and wanting you to do bad. I understand you want me to do bad. I understand that you don't want my books to sell. You don't want people to know about me, but that's not going to happen because I am successful already. More people are going to know about my books. I will raise $1 million to go ahead and complete the Dark Skin Activist Tour the way that I want to complete it. It's going to happen. And there's nothing that you could do, I'm real, to stop me. But you can continue to hate because that's what you are. You're a hater. You're nothing but a hater. But what you should be doing is you should be making, but you on my live stream though. You sitting up here saying you don't care about me, but you do care. You do care. You're on my live stream talking crazy about my books. You're talking crazy about my books, which I'm pretty sure, well, maybe you have read it because I do give away one of my books free at my website. So maybe you have came and read the book. But you on here talking crazy about a person that is actually has a track record of doing work. You're not going to be able to stop me, I'm real. You're not going to be able to stop me. And what I don't understand, this is what I'm trying to understand. Trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand. Hold on, y'all. I'm just getting a text from a supporter. Much love to you. What I'm trying to understand is why you would sit here and take the time to come on here and say, you saying I don't want to stop you, but why do you say all these negative things to me? I don't understand. I do not, I'm trying, like, seriously. Thank you, Yukon. Thank you, Shayla. I don't understand this person. I really don't. You know, because here's the thing. If you're going to come and criticize somebody and talk crazy about somebody, what you should be doing is maybe pointing out, no one is above criticism, but maybe what you should be doing is pointing out exactly what that person is doing wrong. Okay, be constructive. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I noticed that you're not doing. You just come on here and you just start talking crazy. Like, what is this? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all, I'm just sometimes I'm at a loss for words because I don't understand why people say the things that they say without backing up what they say with some type of concrete evidence of why they're saying what they're saying. It doesn't make any sense. I'm on here talking about an issue that is impacting, again, the life chances of Black children, dark-skinned Black children. Okay. Jervis Bowles, shout out to you. And this man, I'm real, or not man, because I don't know what you are. You're saying you're real, but are you really real? I don't know. I don't know. You confused me. I don't know. But believe me, you are welcome to come up on my platform at any time and have an open and live discussion about darkism. In fact, I just said, I'm real. You're saying, what about all children? I have fought for all children, Black children, dark-skinned Black children. Like, I have fought for all, okay? I want all children to be happy and to be safe and to be treated well, all children. But what you must understand, what you must understand is that dark-skinned people get it the worst. That is a fact. And I am no longer going to sit back and be quiet and not say anything about the way that dark-skinned children are treated. I'm not going to do that. And I'm glad that I didn't this year. This was my daughter's first year of kindergarten. Okay. School is going to be over in May, and she has completed her first year in the public school system. And she was not able to escape darkism. I had to handle this teacher in a legal way. Why is it that my dark-skinned daughter has to go to school and be the victim of darkism? Why can't she just go to school and be her little dark-skinned self? Why does she have to be attacked? Why does any dark-skinned child have to be attacked? So you're mad at me for coming and speaking on this type of, that doesn't make any sense. You're not making sense. I'm real. But like I said, I would be more than happy. I would be more than happy to have you up on here and debate you or talk to you or discuss with you or whatever you want to call it. You free to come up on my platform. Okay. You are very, hey, Kiana, that's Kiana Stormborn. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And this goes out to anybody that takes issue with anything that I say regarding darkism. I have always been open and welcoming to anyone to come up on this platform. Like, bring it. Bring it. Whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, listen, it doesn't matter. Because I feel like if we are able to sit down and talk and discuss an issue, I feel like that's beneficial. I know it's beneficial to people that are watching and the parties involved, because we begin to get an understanding of each other. And the people begin to get an understanding, and they get it from both perspectives, and that contributes to the overall solution to the problem. So I welcome anybody that's willing to come up on Dark Skin TV, and I've been welcoming people for years. Y'all know, y'all already know. The people that have really been following me, y'all already know how I do this. Y'all know. Understand me clearly. Yeah, Kiana, you say ignore them. I remember how it was for me. I understand what you're trying to do. Absolutely. You know, these people, all they're out to do, they see that you're doing something positive and righteous, and it makes sense. And you're always going to have people that are going to come and oppose you. And it's like I said, instead of them contributing to the solution, they're a part of the problem because they don't want a solution. Tonight, like I said, me advocating for my dark-skinned daughter was a solution to the problem of darkism that other children were facing in the same classroom. And as a result of that, tonight, I was told by the mother of another child who was facing darkism that the darkism was curbed. The teacher got nicer. She treated them better. So no one can tell me that the work of dark-skin activism is not having an impact, because it is. And that's the reason. It's a driving force for why I continue to do what I do. Okay? So I'm unbothered by what you're saying. I'm real. I'm unbothered. I want you to know that. You might think you're bothering me by saying what you're saying, but you're not. Because I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep doing what I do. Quickly sharing the screen again. I got to get out of here, y'all. I want y'all to know that I have written my book, Token Dark Girl. I'm in the editing stages. This book, Token Dark Girl, will be released either by the end of the week, or it will be released at the beginning of next week. I'm almost done with the editing, and I'm asking people to please make a donation for the costs that go along with producing this book. What are those costs involved? They involve the printing of the book. I need to print at least 100 copies to get me started off. The copies are about $3 a book. So at $3 a book times 100 copies, that's $300. Also, the money will go towards marketing and promotion of the book, and of course, distribution. So please make a donation. Okay, so how can you make a donation? It's very easy. I believe I'm going to copy and paste the link right quick. Number one, you can go to my GoFundMe and you can make a donation. Hold on one second. You can make a donation to my GoFundMe, or you can go to my PayPal, and my PayPal is right here. I'm just going to copy and paste it. and put it in the chat box, because I am believing that people, hold on one second. I am believing that someone is going to go ahead and make a donation. I'm believing that someone is going to donate $1,000, because $1,000 would definitely put me in a position to be able to start out with a good, solid marketing campaign for the book. So please, please, please make a donation. And real quickly, I want you to know that you all can find the information on where to donate down here in the description box. Though you can find the donation link to PayPal. I'm sorry, the donation link to GoFundMe, and the PayPal email address, and of course my website. Shout out to Daryl Phil. Thank you so much for watching. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for watching tonight. I love y'all. I'm glad that y'all were able to listen to me as I get this off of my chest and come and talk about this issue of dark-skinned children and how they're treated in public schools. I really thank y'all for y'all listening ear. And with that being said, here we go. Hold on, y'all.
By debating first dark-skinned platform with a speech first, and everybody wants to know, who is Rashida Strober and what's this dark-skinned thing she started? Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it dark skin activism, and called herself the dark skin activist. Now, since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, built from the ground up the dark-skinned activist platform into a global brand. Facts about Rashida. Rashida Strober is the originator, creator, architect of the dark-skinned platform. 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark-skinned activism with a speech about the dark-skinned Sudanese model Alec Weck at St. Petersburg College. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop creative works around only dark skin. In 2006, Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring her one-woman play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2009, Rashida built the first dark skin website. Also in 2009, Rashida brought the first dark-skinned platform to social media by creating the first channel for dark skin on YouTube and social media. In 2012, Rashida created the first dark-skinned show that focused only on the issues of dark skin, called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2011, Rashida created the concept, the paradigm of darkism. That's right, darkism, meaning the discrimination of dark-skinned people. And she wrote and published the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Now, the book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida wrote the first motivational book for dark-skinned females called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. The book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida made history by appearing on TV as the first to bring the dark skin platform to the masses, by being the first to bring the bully for a dark skinned girl narrative to TV when she discussed her play A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge on Bay News 9. In 2014, Rashida brought dark skin counseling online and has since counseled countless people on colorism and darkism. She is the first person in history to do colorism and darkism counseling. In 2014, Rashida introduced the Dark Skin Activist platform to the Tommy Sotomayor Show, which was previously unheard of. Since 2014, Rashida set the colorism debate standards that all others have followed by debating countless men and women on social media in regards to colorism and darkism. YouTube Rashida Strober interviews. In 2015, the dark-skinned activist brand became famous and known to millions because of the Kendrick Lamar beef Rashida had with Kendrick in regards to colorism and darkism. In 2015, people all over the world wrote about the dark-skinned activist Rashida Strober, including The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, making Rashida Strober Donkey of the Day for being the dark-skinned activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism. In 2017, Rashida was an opponent in the first colorism/darkism debate with another woman on Sonetta TV. Rashida Strober is the first artist to focus her work only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first author to write only on dark skin. Rashida Strober has written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober has written more plays on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober is the creator of social commentary on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first actress to initiate performances only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first debater to focus only on darkism and colorism. Rashida Strober is the creator of the paradigm darkism. Rashida Strober is the undisputed queen of dark skin, as evidenced by her stellar record that stems back to 1998 when she built the first dark skin platform called Dark Skin Activism. QueenofDarkskin.com. Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist.
Hey, what's up, man? We chilling tonight. Hey, how you feeling tonight, man? Hey, man, where my radio, man? Yeah, let's go. I need you to turn that up. Yeah,
Pull the way up like we in the club. Fly flash and grow glasses, so turn it to dub. Saturday mornings, no walk of shame, we fresh up. 950 lounge, that's my guilty pleasure. I don't miss my favorite show, I put everything on hold. Work the baby, even the babysitter no. When 950, come on, don't bother. I'm locked in, 10 to 1, no problem.
You and I turn on the radio. Yeah.
We're joined by a young lady who's taking the world by storm. She's touring and she's bringing a lot of awareness, especially to the African American community, and really more than just that, to the world in general. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 950 Lounge, the lovely and super talented Rashida Strober. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Without question,
That boy's good.
Thank you.
Randy Watson.
This is what I have to do. Rashida, you're a woman of industry, so you understand this. You know, when the employees start to holler, and when
wait, hold on. You in the NFL now?
No, I did NFL.
Don't go there.
I'm a big road leader.
Don't go there.
I'm the Homestead Graves. How about that? So when the head dog just keep quiet, they don't know what to do. Like, okay, do we keep clapping?
He acts like King Joppy.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Rashida, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We don't make none of us sleep obviously because we're all a little goofy. But again, you're in town. You got your one woman play tonight.
Yes.
And you are what you describe yourself as a dark-skinned activist. Can you explain to myself and our audience what is a dark-skinned activist?
Absolutely. I'm the dark-skinned activist.
Okay.
And no, I don't say that out of arrogance. I say it because people did not believe in what I'm doing. They thought it, in fact, all over social media, people said, what the hell is a dark-skinned activist? They still say it.
Right.
What are you talking about? This is crazy. But what dark-skinned activism came out of is my own life experience. Experiencing what I call darkism. I wrote a book of the same title called Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And what that basically is dark-skin discrimination. And I honed in specifically on dark skin because people said, look, you need to just stick with black people. That's colorism. I created a new paradigm to speak specifically about what dark-skinned people go through that's swept underneath the rug. And so I'm from the South, and darkism is thick and heavy down South.
Right.
So what it consists of is, of course, the racism that started out of European colonialism and expansionism that led to slavery, and then that led to colorism and darkism. So it's dark skin discrimination.
So when I think of, again, you let me know if I'm right or wrong here. When I think of what a dark skin activist is needed, is really kind of geared toward us, because if we're dealing with racism